together, who are you putting against each other?
Okay.
I mean, example you gave was Cat versus Martin.
Yes.
That was
But
actually a decent example.
forgive me for forgetting this man's name, Lord of mercy. After he passed away a few years ago. Oh, God rest his soul. I forgot his name.
This guy went.
What's his name again?
What is
And he had the sitcom. No. Huh? No. The black comedian. What's his name again? Bernie Man.
Oh my God!
My bad.
How did you forget?
My bad. Listen, guys. I had 2 hours of sleep. I'm running on fumes. Forgive me, but I know who Bernie Mac is. So the reason why I bring up Bernie Mac. So my original answer to this. So this is a topic that I actually think about prior to us filming. My original answer was Cat Williams versus the old school Martin. But ironically, when I woke up this morning, I actually saw an interview between Bernie Mac and Chris Rock. And you guys have to understand, Bernie Mac was a freaking comedic genius. When I saw him sitting back to a great, an icon like Chris Rock, and Chris Rock kind of looked like, he didn't look like he was in awe, but you can see the atmosphere, like he's like listening to every word he was saying. I've never seen Chris Rock almost take a back seat to another comedian, right?
Yeah.
And I was visualizing, I'm like, damn, Bernie Mac can really go up against anybody, to be honest with you. Like he can go joke for joke with the best of them. I'd even put him up there, forgive me, with the Eddie Murphys. That's me personally. Like he was funny, right? But Bernie Mac is an audible mention. But my original answer was Cat Williams versus the old school Martin. Now the Def Comedy Jam Martin, where he didn't give two craps about nothing. He dissed whoever is in the crowd. He doesn't care what you were wearing. He didn't care.
Celebrity, don't
white, black, celebrity, poor, rich. He dissed the hell out of you. Who would win between Cat Williams and old school Martin? I know everybody's gonna say, "Yo, you got to pick Martin," but Cat is funny, man.
When he gets to his stories,
when he gets into his bag and his real jokes, Cat is a funny dude.
That would be a good one.
It would be a good one. I would have to.
I think it'll go either way. Yeah.
No holds bar. I'm actually picking Cat in the verses.
I think it depends on what. I think if they start going in on the crowd, Martin's got it.
Martin?
I think going at people, because Martin gives you those like jokes that are like really relatable. Like it's just simple. It's not like it's hard to explain. It's just like a simple thing you could be doing, and he'll roast you on that. It doesn't have to be something like extravagant for everyone to see. Like, oh, this guy, I don't know, tripped and fell and hit his head. And make a joke about that. It could just be something like, yo, why is this shit so tight?
And the thing
that's what's tight, man, and just go off on you and just something simple. I know Cat can do it too, right? But it's just the delivery of it. I think it'd be a little bit smoother with Martin, because Cat's got that wild voice, you know. So
is that who you had though?
Between the two, I think they.
Are those your picks? Your verses?
I don't even know who I picked for a verses.
I'm surprised you didn't go with Eddie Murphy.
I like Eddie, but when it goes to stand up, obviously Delirious is number one for me. But I like Dion Cole.
Really?
You
think he can hold his own?
Number 2 favorite stand-up comedy.
What?
If he has Cold Hearted, bro. I say it died listening to like this, and it's just simple. It's simple everyday things that you do that you're like, why is this man exposing me like this? You know what I mean? Like you're saying, yo, that's special. When it comes to like that's special. When it's like just the person themselves, I'll put him up there. I just don't know him like that or whatever, but shows, like he's funny on shows, he's like a stand-up. All the stand-ups I've seen of him, I like all of them.
Okay.
They're all good. But if you want to say, if someone to say what are your top 3, I can give you my top 2. Which is Delirious and Cold Hearted.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure there's probably a third one that can in and out. There's different ones, you like. I'm pretty sure there's probably a Chappelle one. That's probably my third, but.
All right, so who's winning between Deanna and, I guess, Deanna and.
What would be a fair competition for him?
Because he's not
Shit,
really
I don't even
he's not really a
know.
mainstream comic.
Yeah. He has a center, but yeah, he's not looked at as like a Kevin Hart.
Right. Kevin Hart.
They're not putting him against Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart would win popularity wise, but jokes wise, I'm taking Dion.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
I've
Kevin
heard
Hart
I've
is-
heard it. I've heard people say now like his stand-ups like they've gone
Yeah.
like the stand-ups and stuff. But I think he's more of a maybe a movie actor now. Like
I hate to say it, and forgive me for all you Kevin Hart fans, but I see him like as a gimmick comic. I ain't gonna lie. Like
I see why you say that.
Like
Because he's out there all the time.
He's out there. No offense to the short people, but he's short. I mean, that adds to the comedic level.
But I mean, hey, rock with it. He's making his money.
He's making his money. He's doing his thing.
He knows what he's doing. He does other. I'm pretty sure he does a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
We do know and we don't know. Yeah. But
would you put him at a Kings of Comedy type of level, or no?
As in overall comedians, or you mean like certain generation? In his time when he came out,
could he share the same stage if he came out the same time as the original Kings of Comedy? Can he share the same stage as them?
With his first like his first stand-up and stuff? Yes.
You think so?
I think he could. That first one, yeah. When we're talking about his dad and what was it? With the faces and and all the jokes in the classroom and cussing in class and that one, that was funny.
Okay.
Like I'll give him that for that one. If you're saying overall, like right now, would you put him up there? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't necessarily put him up there. I mean, yeah, if you're just sticking to jokes, I mean, some people might say they'll put him over DL. Like in the stand-up, it's within the movie itself. Because if you ask people, and you're like, oh, who like out of the four, like how would you rank it? It's Bernie and everyone else.
True.
To me, it was because Steve didn't really have a set. Yeah. He was the host. That's so right. He'll say his jokes between when introducing someone else. Yeah. So I might even give him second, then Cedric, and then I'll go DL. Because DL started picking it up when he was going at the crowd a little bit.
I like Cedric.
Cedric. Yeah, I like Cedric too. So that's why I say I'll put him. Like him and Steve can interchange with that. Because Steve had some jokes like when he was going about the old school music. Girl, I know, shit, he kicking the thing down and all that part was funny. Yeah. That was funny. So I will put that up there. He was killing it with that. And when he had the man's jacket, he had the jacket, bling bling, and he was all that stuff. Yeah, like I give that, but
sure. All right. What do we got for the next topic? You're gonna.
All right, we're gonna go since okay. We're gonna hit up the random because we always got to do our randoms. You had two here.
You're the narrator. You introduce them, brother.
I like both of them. Okay, we'll go with the second one first because we've already responded to that one. So okay, bear with us right here, folks. Listen in, take it in. It's a little bit of a little long one before we get to the question or whatever. Okay, so it's a game show.
That's right.
Okay, your kids and wife are taken to an island safe and sound. But you're left alone in the house, and the rules are you can't leave for work, for any social activity, for no reason whatsoever, which is kind of weird. I don't know how I'm going to be able to keep my home if I'm not working, but okay.
You have people bringing you stuff.
But it's a game show, so if it's a game show, none of those game show people go to work, so that wouldn't even be a thing.
You have stuff supplied to you.
You can't leave. Yeah. You can't leave your home.
That's right.
Okay, so which of these three challenges are you taking? And you have to tell the family member why you chose this decision. Okay, so A, right? You either go a month without your wife and you get $10 million. So that means you have the kids in the home. B, you go 6 months without your kids. So it's you and the wife in the home. The kids have been taken to the island. But of course, obviously they're being taken care of. Or wherever they are, they're being taken care of. And you get $100 million. Or you can go a year without both the wife and kids, they're gone off and you're all alone in the home. At the end of the year, you get 300 million.
I'm answering. You want to answer first?
You answer, bro.
All right. So, options once again. A month without your wife, you get 10 million. 6 months without your kids, you get 100 million. A year without both your wife and your kids.
Before, I'm going to throw in the wrench here
300
because
million.
what you have to do, okay, when it's for B, there's no hanky-panky. There's no
You
hanky-panky.
get an asterisk there, right?
There's no
No
hanky-panky.
hanky-panky. All right.
The reason, because A and C, there's no hanky-panky either in those. Something has to be given up.
Okay, that's a good point.
So there you go.
All right, my bad.
Just to make it more interesting.
Okay,
Obviously,
that makes sense.
I know what people will choose.
Okay, all right, cool.
But go ahead.
All right, so no hanky panky. So a month without your wife for 10 million.
Wife will slap you. I'm only worth 10 million?
Again, we know that Karen's good with the bat. So give me a
I
second.
get shot. Bullet, bow and arrow. It don't matter. I can't run. So
6 months without your kids for 100 million. Woo!
This is where it gets interesting.
And 300 million without nobody. Karen, I'm sorry, yo. Yo, TJ, why are you covering your face? Why are you walking away, TJ? Yo!
Okay, so what's your answer?
I gotta go with A, brother. Gotta go with A.
Oh, you switched up. Okay.
Gotta go.
Okay.
I have to think about it. I have to think about it still. And Karen, listen, for the wives out there, I'm pretty sure you guys would understand. Okay? Look at the options, man.
But I'm going to tell you right now why Karen would love that. Because she's by herself now.
Exactly. There you go.
So she might be just for a month without you. Oh man, she'll love it.
Now I did say when we were talking about this off camera,
Yeah,
I did say I would go with B,
but I threw
because you threw the wrench.
This guy's like, oh, I'm gonna be back all the time.
Something's gone. I mean,
So we got
my original answer was B because I said to you, picture like summer camp. Right?
Yeah, no, I know.
An extended summer camp.
Yeah, the kids are.
Whereas the kids are gone for summer, but this time it's 6 months, and you're not paying for it. Instead, you're getting paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But 10 million with the and it's only for a month. I'd have to go with it, yo. And I think the wife would understand. I mean, we got 10 million after that.
Hey, and you just gotta invest properly.
There you go.
You can go with that.
There you go. But what you got?
Now, all right, this is how we're gonna go. We over here in this family here, we all about big things, big dollars. That's what we go for.
Which it should be.
Already, and like you said, you have to let them know. Already discussed it with the wife. I didn't even tell her my answer first. I asked her the question first, and she said C.
She said C.
She also said C. So I done said yes.
So what's C again?
I am by myself in the home. She and the kids are gone to the island.
For how long?
For a year, having the time of their life, doing whatever it is that happiness that brings them.
But when do you think reality would sit in for you?
You know what? You know why I think I could do it? Because I was an only child. Yes, I have a brother and sister, but we grew up separate.
Okay.
Kind of thing, right?
Yep.
So I was an only child.
Mm-hmm.
I got great imagination.
Okay.
I'm not a child no more, but I got a great imagination.
For a year?
I will bring up my people. Remember, mind you, there will be a... Remember, I'll watch stuff for a year.
For a year, though? At some
Dude,
you can't leave. You cannot leave.
That's fine. As I said, I'm in my home. As long as I'm being fed, because there has to be food, you have to feed someone. So food's being brought to me, or I can make it myself, or whatever. Maybe I can order, right? Because I can't leave. So food's covered. Mm-hmm. Watch TV or whatever it is. If they say, hey, you get one source. If they say all you can watch is Netflix, fine. All you can watch is Tubi. Even better. Tubi. Right? That's fine. I will deal with that.
Yeah.
It's a year. We all sit and think, that's a long time. Dude, 6 months have passed already. 6 months has already passed.
When do you...
I get it. You might think, but you gotta mentally prepare yourself. Remember, at the end, this is only a year. This is not, you don't know when it's going to happen. This is not a like, let's see how long you can go, right? This is, you go a year. You got to plan yourself. Even before that year, you got to start doing little things and figuring out things.
But I got to ask you, at what point would, you say you can do it, but at what month do you think it will actually start to sink in?
Oh, I'm losing my mind from the beginning. I'm not trying to lose my mind later on. I'm preparing myself to where, like how you did the summer camp, how you said that's how you pictured it. I'd have to picture something like that. Like, oh, I'm just away on work. Or I'm just gone for this. I am away on work. I'm on work for 300 mil. That's what's gonna, at the end of the day, that's what's gonna, I might be, oh God, I missed them. But after the year, when I get a 300 mil, we could do whatever the hell we want.
That's true.
We will think. And now, the reason why I can go with that one, why I wouldn't go with A, it's only 10 mil. Yes, I know it's a month, but I got to be stuck with the kids. I love my kids. That's cool. I love them and all. But you know what? She might snap or go crazy because she don't know what I'm doing with them. I might be doing stuff and having all doing stuff like, yo, are they this? Are they doing that? Is he making sure this? Is he making sure that? Is he just letting them do whatever they want? You know what I mean?
I got you.
And for 10 mil, like I said, 10 mil, you can work something.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
it's not 300 mil.
I mean, yeah. Like you can still live, like you don't have to have a job. You can take a mil, invest it in something. You still have 9 mil. You can get a home somewhere that's, you know, for a mil, even if you want, or even cheaper, go somewhere where it's cheap and you still get all this money to play with. That's cool. But that's no fun, right? That's the easy one. 6 months now. Now, mind you, that's cool. You're with your significant other. Even if you were allowed to fornicate and all and do that stuff, right? Because whatever.
No, you can't leave.
No, I know you can't leave, but you're in the house together, so you can fornicate. You can have sex. I'm saying, even if you were allowed that, I'm still not choosing it because depending on how old your kids are, you're not seeing them grow. That's 6 months of them grow. They're going to change. Unless they're grown people, well, who cares? They're adults. They don't live home anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if they're the age they are now, whatever age your kids are,
it'll be hard, man.
6 months without them and they're growing, that they change. Within a month, they change. Sometimes a week, your child.
That's right.
So 6 months without them change, neither one of us is seeing the change.
That's hard. That's hard.
I can't do that.
That's
I
hard.
need to see that.
Yeah.
Or at least one of us, so we know what's going on with them in their mind and what's happening. So I couldn't do that one, even though it's 100 mil.
Do you think your kids would, if you explain to them, so you explain it to your wife, but would the ages that your kids are right now, would they understand Daddy's doing this for 300 million? Hell yes, we can go away. Do you think they'd understand?
Because you cater to them and tell them, what's that toy you wanted? I can get you 5 of those. What's that thing you wanted? I can get you all of that. You just got to miss Daddy for a year.
And they will understand that concept of you're gone for a year.
I'm not saying maybe at some point they might break down. It might thing, but that's what I'm saying. The wife will be there to take care. That's why I couldn't do B. I couldn't do B at all.
Got you.
I can't have someone else, even though they're taking care, I can't have someone else try and comfort my child. I need my wife or me to comfort my child.
Okay.
Right? So that's why I couldn't go with that. And I explained to the kids, like, you have mommy. Right? Now I know we can't video chat because you whatever. If we can video, there's no communication. Okay, so I can't communicate.
There's zero communication.
All right. So that's fine.
Yeah. It's hard, bro.
It will be hard, but in my mind, I know they're with my wife.
Yeah, they're with your wife. They're in a safe place.
So we're good. Anything happens, she will it take care of.
Yep.
Any growth and changes, she will get me up to speed with everything, and she documents. So I will have pictures and videos when we meet up after the year to see what's going on and all of that stuff. Because even when you're with your children, work takes you away from them. You miss this event. You miss it. They video it. You see it. It's the same thing. It's just combined now. It's just all together that you're missing stuff. Now, when it comes out after that year, what are you missing? You have $300 million. What the hell are you missing in your child's life? You're not missing a damn thing in your child's life.
A whole bunch of more wonderful memories.
How much investing? You can take $100 million and invest, and you still have $200 million to yourself.
True. True.
You know what I'm saying? So looking at that aspect, once the year is up, your life, your kids' life, your kids,
You're coasting.
boom, you're there for them for the rest of, and remember, they're young. This isn't them grown that
That's
you're
right.
doing this. They're young.
I mean, if they were older, the decision would be way.
It's not gonna be an issue,
If
obviously.
you're 19 or 20, bye.
They don't even want to be around you.
Sure.
You'd have to switch it. They gotta be with
Sure,
you
exactly.
for them to make money. That'll be the
At
torture.
that point, they should be adults, and they should be. I don't want to be around dad or mom.
Exactly.
Just when you get that money, just make sure you give me some pay for my college tuition. That's all I care about.
All right, give us the next one, and we can end up the last random.
All right, do the last random.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last random is. Okay. Now, this used to be your girl back in the day before you were married. Don't pretend like it wasn't. Don't tell me. You know
Listen,
it was. You know it was.
I will tell you what.
You know it was.
That was my girl. I said
It was your wife.
no.
It was your books.
I will take that. I will change my name if I have to be in all them dollars.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But I didn't say she's my woman. But go ahead.
All right. So this last one, this random is you enter into a relationship with Oprah 15 years ago. Not the current Oprah. The Oprah that was not a big difference, but the Oprah that was 15 years ago. And on your first date,
How old is Oprah now?
She's touching 78.
Okay, that's fine. She's in the 20s. All right.
First date, you go on a first date with her and you ask her if she believes in abortions. Her answer is no. You ask her if she wants to get married. She says yes. So she doesn't want kids, but she does want to get married. Would you intentionally trap Oprah by impregnating her and then bounce just to receive alimony and child support? Or are you sticking it through? Now, a lot of you may say that second part is very evil. It's very wrong. Until you're in that situation.
Wait, what second part? Isn't the
Where
second
you
part
just take-
staying? You said the first thing you said
sorry.
was leaving.
Sorry, the first part.
First
Yes,
part,
you're right. You're right. My apologies.
Yes.
So a lot of you may say the first part to the answer was evil, but getting the alimony, getting the child support. Let them bounce.
Even though there's a lot of women who do that.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point.
Right?
And I don't want you to touch upon that. Now you're going to touch upon that. Right?
All right.
Now, until you're in that situation, got to think, what would you do? So, you want my answer first? You don't want to answer first?
I'll answer. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I'm
Sticking it through?
So you're saying Oprah's already big time? Because if she's in her 20s, she's coming up.
15 years ago, Oprah was already billing. Was she billing?
I don't know. No.
She was rich.
In her 20s? No, because she...
No, 15 years ago. Right now, she's...
15.
15.
Oh, sorry. I think you said 50.
No, 50.
Sorry, 15. Okay.
So she's...
I'm sticking around. I'll make more money sticking around.
And she wants it every night. But she doesn't want to have kids.
I'm sticking around.
Yo,
the
minute I said she wants it every night, DJ show was like,
no, because I'm thinking, how are you going to do that? Then you're not making any. Well, I was thinking you were not making any more money because.
she makes money.
But I forgot she has her companies and all that stuff.
She
She doesn't have to do that. So okay, whatever you want, if that's what you want.
She just doesn't want kids.
You just don't want kids.
She just doesn't want kids. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be Stedman. That's what she does now. That's what Stedman is now.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
But your thing was she doesn't believe in abortion, so that means she will have, if somehow she ended up pregnant, she's gonna have the baby.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, I might have to drop one in her just for security. I might have to.
You drop one in her.
I might have to.
Okay.
I would, and just see how serious she is as a person. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta secure that bag. Like
Okay.
they all say, hey man, women do it. Women do it too.
Okay, so your final answer is you impregnate her and you bounce?
I'm not bouncing.
Okay, so
I will impregnate her and I will stay.
Okay.
Because I will make mad money. I'll still be making money while I'm with her. And I can make on top of that because I'm with her. Remember, when you leave now, that's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you get monthly, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you stay with them, you can get that monthly and more because you're with them. That's your person.
Yeah.
She's going to take care of you. She's going to do all that. But you leave now, okay. Lord, Oprah got lawyers, eh? Well, how do you know she ain't gonna get somewhere that works it out to where you probably are getting nothing out of it?
Yeah.
It's the kid, but it's going into a bank account, and the only time you can get access is because you got to get this, and you need to have proof that you need to buy this, or you buy it and you have to show a receipt at the end that all the money went to this, and anything that's off. Oprah's not just allowing someone to impregnate her and be like, "Oh, okay, so I'm gonna pay you monthly," and no, it's not. It's not the regular hood type of knockup that we see.
Mm-hmm.
Where you just want child support money and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the money, but it's gonna get to a way where you're not living off of me.
Let me ask you something. Do you respect Stedman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I can't not respect him in a sense.
By the way, sorry, just to let you viewers know who don't know the dynamic. So Stedman has been a forever
Oprah's significant other
for donkey odd amount of years.
As long as we proud.
Before we, long time.
But before we knew Oprah.
Yeah.
But
so Stedman is her man from donkey odd years. I don't know.
I don't think they've ever been. I don't think they're married. That's the whole thing.
They're not married. They've never been married. They don't have kids. None of that. So that's who Stedman is. So when we reference Stedman, that's who he is. In reality, who he is to Oprah.
And I give Stedman props because there's a lot of dudes who have egos that'll be like, I don't want to be no spot. I don't want people talking about me like this. I don't want people looking at me like this.
That's my point.
Or I gotta be out there and this. But again, smart. Remember, Stedman is not a.
So what's he doing?
He's not a celebrity anyway.
So what's he doing?
He's only known because he loves her probably. When we keep thinking, I don't know when they started dating. I don't know when he came into her life. He could have been around her, knowing her college days or whatever, before she blew up. She could have known, they could have been friends or know each other and this and that.
So
and then later on they get together.
So you respect Stedman. But let me explain it. So she has no kids with him. That's probably her decision, right?
Could be his too.
Okay, cool. She doesn't want to get married. Again, that's probably her. We're just for the sake of argument, let's just say these are her.
I'll tell you something.
Let's just say these are her decisions, right? Let's just say these are her decisions. Well, it's too late now for them to have kids. So let's just throw that on the back. They can still get married, but for whatever reason, they're not married. Do you look at Stedman and say, well, damn, is he really sticking around because he loves her, or he's insecure that he can't get a bag on his own?
Okay, at this point, you see,
because we don't know what he does.
What I don't want to do is put because what we love to do is resort to a negative thought. I'm not saying you necessarily, but just how it seems like I realize we've kind of been trained with how society is. That see how we brought that up. It was, and it became like a negative thing. Like, oh, he's only with her now because she doesn't want to do all this. Then that means he's only with her for the money. But we don't know anything.
That's a fact.
We don't know if he's okay. Well, maybe it is Oprah who doesn't, but he clearly went along with it or agreed with it. So some part of him, after all these years, maybe he doesn't want kids. Maybe he has his own kids. We don't know what he was doing before Oprah. He may have kids that
we don't know what he's doing now.
You don't know anything about it. This is why I respect him even more. He was able to keep himself with all this paparazzi that go around. I'm pretty sure Stedman goes places. He has to do something. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything.
Nothing from him.
He doesn't come out and say, he's not being all in his ego and like, oh my God, no one knows about me. He's Oprah. I shouldn't be known as Oprah's boyfriend or Oprah's. I'm Stedman. They should know me. It should be Stedman and Oprah, or Oprah and Stedman, not Oprah and her significant other or her partner Stedman. I gotta give him again. He's probably from a different. I can't even say that because men in all generations have fucking big old egos where they don't want to be behind a woman, and that's why I gotta respect him too. He's behind a woman. Even in a time where women weren't looked at as up here, or if they made it up here, they're looked at bad, or men don't like that because who's this female that's coming up or whatever. Oprah wasn't eye candy, right? So
you're saying she was or she is?
No, Oprah was.
By the way, Oprah
came out. Oprah. I'm not saying she's. I'm saying when I say eye candy, to how TV, media, society looks at what an eye candy is. Oprah's not that.
Yeah.
We know that. I was